I'm going to be broke in 18 days. Things are coming down to the wire. I'm almost out of cash. But you know what? I have faith because I got 4 creative projects in the works. I got invoices out, and I know that the money is going to come so we can stay in the game, baby. So this is my journey from going to 0 to somewhere, hopefully 5K, in just 28 days in my creative business without abandoning joy, integrity, and play. So if you're new here, my name's Kev. I'm a recovering perfectionist, part cowboy, architect, hydrodynamic researcher, and I'm sharing all of the experiments, the insights, the frameworks, what's working, what's not working in my creative business so that hopefully you can be inspired to do the same in your life too, chase your creativity and make it a business. So let's dive right into what I'm working on today. So we are down here at episode 9, 18 days left, although it's more like 2 days. You'll see in a second. But first, sketch of the day. This is the Wanaka Crib by Pack Architects in New Zealand, of course, because it seems like only New Zealand and Australia have cool architecture these days. Maybe their building codes are different, so they incentivize good architecture to be made possible, or they just have lots of really groovy architects there. Who knows? But love the way they integrate into the landscape, love the colors. Great sketch. Had a lot of fun. So this is the raw reality of creative entrepreneurship. This is a snapshot of my bank account this morning. $1 million consciousness, but certainly not a $1 million bank account. But here is the irony. So my pending inbound cash is 1.6K and 2.5K. That's $4.1 thousand that I'm supposed to have any minute now, but I don't. Not to mention the 2 new leads that came in the door that have site visits scheduled already. That's, let's say, 2K each, conservative. That's 8.1K floating around while I only have $21.71 cash on hand. That's the reality of being a creative in California and being a young kooky cowboy that's sporadic on work. It rains, when it rains it pours, but when it's sunny, oh man, it's gorgeous out there. So that's kind of how it is, feast or famine. So let's talk about what I'm doing to get myself out there today. Daily marketing, this is my post on Nextdoor today, reviving an old product idea that I was working on. Bright colored furniture seems hot right now in like the home goods sector, so I made this design about how can I utilize digital fabrication and outsource a design to be fabricated off-site where I don't have to do it, and how many units can I get out of one sheet of steel. So I came up with this thing called the fish bench, inspired by surfboard design, and this design of a surfboard is called a fish with this little tail thing happening. So kind of just wanted to scale down this bigger piece, this big bench, into something that can maybe be interior, more movable and smaller. And what if they're bright colors, blue, red, yellow? And so I asked people what they thought. I have some cool precedents. Some people already reached out. So one of the main areas that I'm really, really inspired by is this brand called Upton. I actually have friends who know them back where I grew up. They're from Southern California. And they do these really great small home goods that are made out of steel, fun powder coat. Like, look at this wine rack. Of course, the pop-ups right there. I mean, this is so beautiful, so simple, and utilizing, like, how can I bring this material that's not a very interior material and make it really, really fun and almost warm, even though it's like cold, austere, and steel. And this other brand is Garza Marfa. They are killing it with these little tiny powder-coated wall hooks. I'm crazy for these things because people want bright colors. I like bright colors. There's yellow, this table's red, you can't see. Even though I'm wearing all black, I guarantee I like bright colors. So that's kind of a revival of that design. Let me know what you think about that idea. I really want to come up with more physical products because it's fun and it's scalable. So, picking up the deposit for one of those projects, but the meeting got canceled this afternoon. So I thought I was going to be okay with that $24 because it was going to turn into, $1,600, but it's not. So I got to wait another day. We're going to go over some details and grab the check tomorrow. That's how it goes. That's the reality sometimes. The tricky spot that I'm in is I have an install on Thursday, which means I have to pay the powder coater to pick up this railing on Wednesday, which means I got to get paid for this project and use the deposit to get the materials for that project and the powder coat for the other project so I can install it and get paid, because I had to use the deposit to pay for all of the 27 different bills that just randomly come into my account. So I actually, for the first time in 4 years, applied to a job today. Would you believe that? It's for this really cool brand that I've been actually attuned to for a while. They design some sexy wood-fired hot tubs, and they're looking for somebody to do more marketing, writing, and travel to document where their pieces go out to the world. So I was like, absolutely. I have a relationship with architecture. I love the way that it can harmonize with nature. I think there's a really symbiotic relationship that is made possible when we really consciously construct like our everyday spaces and objects, and I think they have a great ethos that I resonate with. So yeah, fun. I applied for a job. It took me like 30 minutes. Haven't done that for a while. Part of it's reactionary, but maybe it's also proactive, because even if that job could be on top of what I do normally, so it's not like it would take all of my time and effort. It'd be a big chunk, but nonetheless, it's possible. And sometimes you have to open your heart to things that you don't think you would want. And maybe it's not even the fact that I land this job, but it's the fact that I'm showing life that my heart is open to different possibilities that I'm not seeing. Usually that's the right recipe to really welcome in change, something new, even maybe more projects. Who the heck knows? And then as I said with my other digital product, I am just editing my little heart away. Going to get all those up in the next week. That's going to be my goal, and that way I could start marketing that actual product. Even though I can market it right now, I'm telling you about it right now. I can actually start getting that out into the world and accept payment for it. So that's what's going on today. Things are getting down to the wire, but we're close. And it could actually end up being a good month. Who the heck knows? Even though I've gone the first 10 days being broke, we're on the up and up from here. So can't wait to see you all tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I appreciate you. Ciao!